And then I mean Dom. I don't know how much of. Okay, so I'm going. Okay, so Bumper is he's an icon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not sure how much changes there are in the icon, but in the Discord chat with the Ring Warriors, there should be the updated. Updated what? Yeah, there should be the updated player's handbook from the 25th of January. But I have it up here if you need me to highlight like shenanigans and all that jazz.
If there's anything that's changed, just let me know, sort of thing.
I'll tell you what. I will directly.
Just before we go anywhere else, did we get the new stat numbers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. And have we added on the... Was it American? No, it wasn't American Fuzzy Top, it was a New Zealand Red. Okay. Lovely. So bearing in mind that gets 2 cunning and 1 smart.
Oh yeah, you'd have. Yeah, if you get Christy through the modifier sort of stuff for the race.
Ah, yes. So, Christy, do you mind just telling me what your new stat numbers are, and I can write them down just so I have a copy of them?
Okay, powers 4.
4. Lovely.
Toughness 3. 6. Smarts 4.
Okay, with what I heard the power and smarts.
3.
Oh.
Hello?
Bear with me. Yeah, I only heard your... Sorry, I only heard your power and smarts.
Okay. Power 4.
Yep, got it.
Cunning 6.
Lovely. Your cunning can go up to 8, by the way, because you have +2 for being a New Zealand Red.
Toughness 3.
Brilliant.
6.
And you said your smarts was 4?
Yep.
Yeah. With your smarts being 4, with the New Zealand Red modifier, that goes up to 5.
And then my appeal 6.
And appeal of 6, lovely. Lovely. Right, got those.
And then the favour and harm, depending.
Yeah.
Luckily, the favour and harm is very easy to calculate.
So that includes my modifiers, yeah.
Yeah. So your favour, like for the changed ones, your favour for cunning would be half of 8, so 4 added on top of that.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's why I wanted
so you're good.
And vice versa with harm. There we go.
Yes. For your icon bits, I have a strange feeling. I actually don't think I changed a lot going up to level 3. Yeah, inspiring figure, which is your level 1 one, which kinda acts like bardic inspiration. Still pretty much the same. That's still all good and proper. The The iconic move at level 2 has now changed, because of course we don't have proficient moves anymore. So instead, and I will post the changes of them on the Discord chat so it'll be easier to read. Now, iconic move. Yes, and now you just pick one move and that will just, every time, give you more damage.
Yep.
And then, because you're level 3, you can pick your aspiration. Which is always a fun thing.
Right, is that all on the thingy as well? In the document?
All there for you. It should be from, if you want to read the aspirations, they're from page... If this is being accurate for me, because I know it's been a right dingle. Okay, so you're 40. You're 40. Make your mind up, yep. Okay, so it should be from page 39. Still can't believe I've got over 39 pages of this. And then you get to decide from iconic flair, iconic vocals, and iconic performance.
Yeah, I'm on that bit.
Now's actually a good time to check what I wrote for those, because I remember these being fun.
Iconic performance, I'll go with.
Sweet. So with iconic performance, you get a level 3. Artist to the core. Your artistic approach to wrestling makes others jealous of your capabilities. I need to put from level 3 there. Typo. So, from level 3, when successfully performing an attack on an opponent, all other opponents within a 15-foot circle of you must roll an appeal die. If they roll lower than your appeal, they are attracted towards you and will try to attack you when they are next able to, but they have harm on their next attack made against you. So you effectively become a taunt magnet, but everyone has a higher chance of missing you because you're a taunt magnet. Lovely. Right. I will update your stats on the actual main streaming screen when I get the chance on the next streamy bits. And as for now, we can actually play the game!
Woo!
Yes! So after technical difficulties... Oh, one last technical hubbub. Hit the record button, because that always helps.
Yes.
So after some technical hubbubbery and some Kickstarter ruse...
Dingle.
And some... Yes! Yeah, just that word alone sums it all up.
After some technical dingle.
After some technical dingle.
Shenanigans.
There you go. After a series of dingles. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, rabbits, snakes, sharks, dwarves, gnomes, elves, and any other one out there with or without tails.
Wait,
One
what?
single fox.
There you go. So I'm not wrong. Welcome, everyone, to Ring Warriors, the wrestling tabletop role-playing game created by the most explosive man of the planet, self-proclaimed, but still very proud of, the #1 man with the ironclad, white, pale tan that will never change, and I've proven it over these years, my lord. It is me, Don the Expert of Coles, joined by the most explosive team known to mankind, as we're playing the most explosive game known to mankind.
Yes.
Gonna be good. And we are finally rejoicing as we are joined yet again after a long hiatus due to personal reasons, but we're happy to have her back. Ladies and gentlemen, Chrissy's back with us. as
Yay.
Bumper returns into the fray.
Yes.
And with that, recap time. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the previous episodes of Ring Warriors, our party was successful in defeating the roid-induced leader of, ironically, the same named group, the Roids, known as Psycho. After defeating Psycho, they were offered the chance to take on the Atlanta State Champ at their very first wrestling event. Everyone went there. People were smashing faces, beating the crap out of each other. Erg one-shot his opponent because he's a giant rock guy going against a friggin' gnome. It was crazy.
What a surprise.
But what was crazy is that championship match. A true back-and-forth affair, ending with Lavanya becoming the new Atlanta State Champion.
Yes.
Which is pretty sweet. And after that happened, you were welcomed by the head of the wrestling organization of the world, who has told you about the whole landscape of the place where the world championship wrestlers basically have power over the world as long as they hold their championships, with the world heavyweight champion himself at the pinnacle. And he wants you guys to climb that ladder, get into that circle, and basically change the landscape of the world itself, as wrestling will never be the same again. After that debacle, he said that he's going to take all of you from Atlanta to the UK for your next great challenge.
Woo.
Woo!
So with that said, you guys have you guys have been like packing up your stuff. Before you guys get on this luxury private jet over the pond to the UK, is there anything you wanted to do in Atlanta before you go off?
I'll let everyone do their thing before I say what I want to do.
No, that's the thing I want to do.
Foxy?
I don't have much to do around Atlanta. I've prepared for
Well,
things
An
coming
idea
up.
of what Bumper would do.
well, I would just like to have Lavanya call her mom and like tell her about stuff like
Okay,
being
cool.
the Atlanta State Champion and going to Britain.
Nice. So what's the name of your mum?
Um,
So, Mama, is it just going to be Mama Vanya?
Hold on.
Oh, here we go. Put him on the spot.
I'm coming. Hang on.
Coming at
hold
me
on.
with those big names.
Like, well, where? Ah, there we go. Aha. Okay. Let's go with. Let's go with. Yeah, let's go with Shivali.
Ooh, Shivali.
Shivali or you know what? Shamila.
Oh, Shamila.
Yep.
Shamila. Okay.
Shamila.
So you want to ring up your mama, Shamila? You
Yes.
go to now. Do you
Shamila.
have your own personal mobile phone, or do you have or is that like using one of the pay phones?
I don't think we were given our like. Okay, question: have we actually been given like mobile phones as like part of our equipment, or is it just like everyone would have mobile phones, right?
You actually don't have mobile phones.
We don't have mobile phones.
No. You'll need to buy your own mobile phone.
How much would it be?
Because I'm a madman. Oh well.
Imagine her using like the gym's phone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
yeah,
old-fashioned dial-up 80s one.
I mean, Coach lets
Well-
everyone use it for free, so
fair. I mean, but we're in Atlanta. We're not at the gym, so
well, you could have travelled back to the gym at this point. I mean, you've
okay,
won your
fair.
championship belt. You've had some time to rest at the main stage itself. But you've gone back to the surge to get your bits together proper.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so yeah, I'll use the gym's phone and be like, "Mama." Yeah.
What up, girl? What you doing?
Okay. Well, I mean, unless she actually sounds like that, but
No,
I
that is just me coming up with a voice on the spot. But it's like your mum picks up the phone and it's like, hello?
Hi, it's Lavanya.
Oh
Speaking.
dear. Oh, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Did you watch the TV? Like, okay, they were like broadcasting it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. In that
Like
case,
even like this wasn't necessarily like one of the biggest shows out there, but if you know like your way around cable television, there's always a channel showing something.
okay, like, yeah. Did you watch the match last night?
Oh yes, dear. It was amazing. Me and your dad were really proud of you. Weren't that right, honey?
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. I just gotta say a thing to Dom.
Oh, is daddy not there?
No, he's not there.
Okay.
I will
I
explain
really
things.
enjoyed it. If only daddy was here. Ain't that right, daddy? Oh wait,
Um,
he's not there.
Well, hold on.
We'll retcon that and we edit.
I'll explain the thing like while all this is going on. But anyways, but yeah, yeah. La 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 la.
Bear in mind, folks.
Yeah, so I've just sent you a direct message in Discord.
Oh, let me gibble. Oh, great. Okay, well this is handy.
It's
Okay,
part
cool.
of the backstory that I sent you.
Yeah. Apologies, that's on me.
Okay.
Red Combat.
Yeah, so
Back to
Redcon.
Mama would just come back to going, oh yes dear, I was so happy for you, well done, congratulations, I'm sure your father would have been ecstatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry dear, I didn't mean to cause offense or
No.
anything.
No. No, no, it's don't worry about it. Hey, I might be gone for a little bit because some guy came up to us and he said he wanted to promote us a little more, and um we're actually getting flown off to the UK, Britain, or whatever people call it.
Oh,
that
you're
tiny
going to the... Oh my god, you're going to the UK, that's amazing! Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Now look, you go out there, you pack a few sandwiches, and you smack those devils in the face.
I mean, I'll make the sandwiches, but I'll make them eat the sandwiches.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that.
Hey, that's great. I'm so proud of you, dear.
No. And yeah, so I'll talk to you soon, and you take care of yourself, alright?
I will, dear. Don't worry about me. You go out there and take over the world.
I'll certainly try.
I'll keep watching your matches.
You do. Take care.
Bye, dear.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah. And
No.
yeah, hopefully she's done that in like a sort of more secluded part of the gym.
Like what you don't see as
so-
soon as she puts down the phone, it's like, no! Like just ends up like shouting at like her husband. It's like rah, 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 rah. Like, Brooklyn
Yeah.
fight anyway.
Yeah.
Right. You have that nice touching chatter on the
Yeah.
phone. Are you other guys doing anything or just prepping yourselves?
Like I said, I think I've come up with something I think Bumper might do.
Oh. What have you got?
In my pack, I originally have, I don't know whether I still have, I have a set of action figures of myself.
You do.
Was gonna make, would I be able to ring the UK ahead of time and contact some adult services about selling my action figures over there?
Getting some brand deals. Well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna.
Originally, I
Okay.
put down that I was an adult film star as well.
Okay.
That was like
I
part
love
of like, the
this.
original.
I love this because it also goes so well with your gimmick. Okay, I want you to roll me a d20 and add your appeal on it.
Dice roller.
Because like that is such a good idea. I actually love it. Thanks, Tash, for the woo!
Okay,
7-month
thank
dingles.
26.
Oh, lovely. That's fantastic. So, with that, you pick up the phone, you get on the phone. Like, luckily, like, Coach nearby has some numbers that you could try out. Like, you ring a few of them, and you let them know about, hey, we're some pretty popular guys. Like, one of us just won the championship. I'm pretty awesome myself. I mean, you might not know a lot about me yet, but I've got action figures. And as soon as you say the magic words, action figures, they're like, I want it. they are on it, and they want it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a cheeky roll on my end. Okay, what they give you a brand deal for when you start your stuff over in the UK. So in your bank account right now, because you all have like bank accounts where your WrestleBucks are. In your bank account, you have been forwarded by your brand deal 130 WrestleBucks.
Oh.
Because they really want it. They're sold. So you made some money. I like it.
Liam actually.
Foxy, how about yourself, dude?
Liam is actually going to be doing like he's going to go to a IT Techniques IT store and try to find old timey like a communicator, the similar kind which John Connor has in Terminator 2, I believe.
So what, are we talking more mobile phone or walkie-talkie?
Do you remember from Terminator 2?
I'm trying to remember because it's been ages since I've seen Terminator 2.
They are the John goes to the ATM and pushes in a card, and they just empty out one account.
Oh, so it's like one of those like hacked cards.
Yes,
Okay.
but
Well,
it has the the communicator.
right. I get you. I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, and you want to end up doing like some swanky, sneaky dealings in the future, you know some people. Now the big deal on this: are you doing this with your mask on or your mask off?
I'm doing it mask off.
Okay, cool. So with your mask off, you're just like you know some people know you, but with your mask off, you blend in perfectly. No one's to think that this great wrestler that's entered the fray is gonna end up doing some sneaky dealings in the future. You find a little sneaky place not too far off from the surge that's doing some sweet deals on some black market goods. And you notice that one of the black market goods is that little communication device of which you are speaking of.
Yes.
Now,
How much is the price for it?
the shady man that is behind the counter sending his shady deals. I'm actually gonna roll the die here and find out. He doesn't quite know you, but he says for first time customers, great discount, 10 WrestleBucks.
10 WrestleBucks. Okay, that's fine. Let's make a deal.
Lovely. So he gives you that communicator that you can have and use however you please. However, he does say one thing. It's a discount with a price.
Okay.
The price being that at some point in the future, one of his affiliates will be asking for a favor.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Yes, I shall.
Lovely. You have that.
Yes.
That is your thing. Right. And if we are all set and ready to go, ladies, gentlemen, we're going to the United Kingdom.
Woo!
Specifically, landing first off in London, England. So what happens is, kind of like a few days. I'll probably say about a week. After those big matches that you had back at the stadium, you're back at the surge. You've done what you've said you've done. You've rested. You've gained a little bit stronger after your first proper bout, and a limo pulls up outside of the surge. It's the limo taking you to the airport, ready to go. And as you get into the limo, it drives you all the way up to the airport to your private jet, which is like a pure black streamlined jet, big enough to fit a whole party of wrestlers, up to 30, and you've got it just to yourselves.
Damn.
I would have thought like they would just drive the limo up into the cargo hold.
That's a little bit. That's the private jet.
Yes.
That's private jet level 2, which you do not have access to yet. Anyway, but yes, you're on the private jet. It's a relatively long journey from Atlanta to the UK. So at this moment in time, if you guys wanted to chill out, ask each other some questions, get to know each other a little bit better, now would be the best time to do so.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's me like,
Plot what?
Yeah. What is everyone else doing at this time? Just kick back, chill, not relaxing.
Well, Liam is tinkering with the device he just got.
Okay. And Bumper?
Can Bumper be like on the aeroplane in like really dark glasses and a fancy like headscarf on and
Yeah. Oh, I love it. You're just like in pure like chill out vibe mode,
Yeah.
whilst looking dapper. Like you've got like your Gucci hood.
Gang.
Yes.
Love
Oh
it.
my god.
Playboy bunny, clearly. Playboy stuff.
Of course. Of course.
God, no. Now I just have
Okay.
to.
Can I highly recommend that we change your nickname to the Playboy Bunny? Because that'd be amazing. I love it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God, damn it. Why I did look for this song?
Oh man.
Oh God, I don't
Right.
know. Do you know the
It
like?
could be a nickname anyway, the Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
At least.
Do you know the artist called Evelyn?
No.
Sadly, I
Okay.
don't.
Well, she has this song called "Funny Bunny Boy."
Nice.
Lovely.
Yes.
Seeing Liam sort of fidgeting with that little gadget, Lavanya is just gonna ask him, so Liam, what's that you got there?
It's a little thing from my past which I learned to use and modify a bit during my not so glorious days.
So you're totally not spy past, is what you're saying.
Nah, it's not spy equipment. It's something else.
Fair? Yeah. Fair? I mean, I'm guessing it's a little bit shady, seeing as you're not really being specific.
Eh, you know me. I'm not very specific what I say in general.
Yeah, everything's always vague with you.
Yes.
Man. Oh, man. God. Yeah. I'm just trying to think, what else do I say? What does socially awkward Lavanya say? Yeah. And, I think Lavanya will turn to Bumper and she'll. Oh my god, I'm thinking, what do I ask? Yeah, she's gonna turn to Bumper and go. So, is there anything in the UK you're looking forward to seeing? Doing? Christy?
Back. I just went to push my hand.
Okay. Yeah, Lavanya's sort of asked, so what is it that is there anything in particular you're looking forward to once you touch down to Britain?
Oh, I've signed this deal now, so clearly I'm a hot commodity.
Oh, a deal? What sort of deal?
I'll produce a sort of action figure from underneath my coat.
Nice.
It's like a naked bunny figure, like an anime sort of figurine.
Oh, yeah.
Like the big chesty, like posable, squidgy booby.
Well,
Sort of like
Optional.
bunny girl kind of thing.
Like squidgy bunny tail.
Right. I'm tempted to poke the tail. Like, is it like sort of fluffy, or is it like just plastic?
That's up to Christy. That's up to Bumper's own design.
And see, look, it's removable too.
This is getting too kinky for my own good. And Summers would be chuffed.
This is going back to when Lavanya tried this guy.
It's that alleyway all over again.
It's that alleyway thing all over again.
Oh.
What you call it? And I remove it, but it sort of comes off. It's sort of attached to like the pair of leather pants that it's wearing.
Oh. Okay. I mean, the craftsmanship is interesting. She looks so awkward right now. The craftsmanship looks interesting, to say the least. They certainly got your figure down to a T.
Great. I've only ever worked with the American adult companies, so even better.
Brilliant. And I love how this business sense has come out. This is like Bumper's like this secret entrepreneur that knows exactly how to sell.
What do you call it? I clearly failed at being next drag superstar, so.
Oh.
Wait, you were in drag? Huh.
Yes, I'm in drag. Don't you realise?
Oh. To be honest, huh. Well, that explains a few things.
the wrestling world's first drag rabbit.
Oh.
Friggin' yes.
Oh, well, pardon my assumptions, and, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I just didn't realize, yeah, more power to you, I guess. She really isn't a social person.
The great thing is it's bending everybody's minds. They don't know.
I love it. I actually freaking love it.
She's just blushing like, oh.
So, did you just assume their gender?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. So like these awkward conversations, they just keep going throughout your trip. And it's great. And so many hours pass, and you guys land in London, in the UK. You land at your own like little disclosed private airport, owned by the Wrestling World organization. And as you come out of the private plane, there is a suited gentleman, not the same as the suited gentleman as you saw prior to this show. She just keeps digging herself in a deeper hole during that trip. Oh, man. So yes, you're welcomed by a suited gentleman who knows exactly who you are. Just looks up over to you and just goes, "Ah, I'm guessing you're the new blood."
I guess we are. Yeah, we were sent over by, I'm trying to remember that guy's name. God damn it, I don't remember the guy's name.
I am also trying to remember that guy's name.
Oh, I know there was a W in it.
That helps.
That
guy.
It began with an S.
Yes. I should have wrote this down as well. I'm a great GM, guys.
Was it Sean? Is it Sean?
Yes.
I don't think it was Sean.
It was. I remember Sean.
Sean something.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we were sent over by a guy named Sean.
Ah, yes, my boss. Good to know he's always bringing the best talent over to my shores. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mike Knox.
Oh, right. Mike Knox. Pleased to meet you, sir.
It is at this moment I would like all of you to roll me a smarts check to see if you have ever heard of the name Mike Knox.
Okay. Bum 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 bum.
That's a D20 plus your smarts.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at my modifiers, so... Oh! 21!
Nice.
19.
Nice. And Christy, what are you getting?
What are we rolling?
This is a D20 plus your smarts.
$20, yeah?
Yeah.
That would be a 13.
Okay, not too bad. So, for you, Bumper, you may have heard the name Mike Knox, like, in some cases, like, in circles when you were making, like, your action figure the best thing you possibly could have done. But you don't know too much about him. You kind of know little bits about his name, but that's about it. For the other two of you, you've heard of Mike Knox, and he is a former UK champion, like actual champion of the entirety of the UK. He specifically specialised in what is known as British strong style, which, of course, you guys are here after being told about the British strong style championship, which you guys were told is right up your alley.
Yeah.
Question. Were we told that Mike Knox is the guy that we were looking to defeat?
No. You were never given the name of the champion.
Okay. That's fine. I
And,
just didn't know.
As Liam shakes Mike Knox's hand, he is actually going to ask, so, who is British strong style champion?
Ah, straight to the good questions. I like it. Especially from a foxy luchador such as yourself. That's something we don't get in the UK very often anymore. Well, allow me to tell you. Actually, let's make this one step better. Walk with me. He starts walking towards one of the hangars, whilst you guys obviously follow him in suit.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment in time, he says to you, so we have a situation at the moment involving the British Strong Styles champion. There's a reason why my boss asked you guys to come here to take him down once and for all. You see, our British Strong Style champion has been champion now for the past 6 months. Been doing some great work when he first became the champion, well deserved. But he's quickly gone downhill, went into a life of criminal activity. And now, we believe that he's been doing some really dark antics and he needs to be arrested. The problem being, whilst he is the British Strong Style champion, he cannot be arrested by the police. He is immune to law. As long as he holds that belt.
What? How can he be immune to the law by just holding on to that belt?
You see, it was a thing that was brought into the UK. When you become a champion inside of the UK, you gain certain championship immunities, one of them being immunity from penalty from the law, until you lose your championship belt. The problem of that being that once you lose your championship, you are completely liable to any and all illegal acts you have committed.
Interesting.
But even with that, no one has ever done what he's done. He's murdered people.
Hmm.
Murdered.
Interesting.
Like in what sort of ways? Like gruesome or?
Well, let's put it this way. And then he, as you guys enter one of the hangars, he's got like a little setup with like a bunch of like information around the place and some pictures on a board. He goes up to one of the boards and points at a picture of like what seems to be like a very young, well chiseled man, human in face, with bright red ginger hair, and he points towards him, and just goes, "This guy is our current champion. His name is Boris O'Loughlin. Straight from the Isles of Ireland. Very powerful guy, amazing talent. What happened is
What
he
was
started.
his name?
That is Boris O'Loughlin.
Boris O'Loughlin.
I will write that
Okay.
down on here so that people can see the spelling. O'Loughlin. Just so you can see what the name is.
Oh,
Okay. So yes, Boris O'Loughlin is killed. It started off first when he started becoming a little bit more rowdy than usual when he's in the ring, to a point where he would beat people up after successfully defending his belt, even putting them on the verge of death. And then recently he's had a couple of antics where he's drank too much at night, and on his trips home he's gone into some rough housing with some people, and has killed a couple of guys with his fists.
Just
That's why he's now walking around with the nickname Boris the Killer.
Interesting.
so. What you're saying is that you want us to, pretty much take this guy down.
That's the trick. That's exactly what we want you to do. Take him down, take his place, so that the law can take him over and we can actually have a champion we can be proud of.
I only have just one question. Out of all the wrestlers you could possibly, I'm guessing. Hang on. Out of all the wrestlers that you could possibly have asked to, so get rid of this guy, why us?
Well, you see, as much as I'm not very much like my boss, like in all honesty, I would have picked a former world champion to take the job and him to just beat him all over, or one of my British boys that I'm even raising at one of my own gyms. But in all honesty, my boss, he knows things. He's a genius. And if he picks someone, I trust him. Besides, from what he told me, you guys show talent. I mean, especially you. I mean, come on, you've won the Atlanta State Championship. That's nothing to bat an eyelid at.
That's fair.
But I will have to say, since you're champion, you can't face him in a championship match. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to put you on. I'm gonna have to put you on a different match on the card.
That's fine by me, so long as I get to fight someone that, as long as I don't get to miss out on the action, then I'm fine with that.
Oh, don't worry. As soon as I put on the card that the Atlanta State Champion's in town, everyone's gonna want to watch a champion from outside of the UK see what they can do against one of our British boys.
It'll be like the whole Boston Tea. It'll be the whole Boston Tea Party shenanigans all over again.
You got it.
No offense.
Oh, with that said, that leaves you two, and he's gesturing towards you guys, Bumper and Liam. And as he's looking towards both of you, he's like, we've got a week before the Sorry, tongue-tied. We've got a week before the show begins. In that week, I'm going to be advertising the show as if a secret new contender will be taking him on for the championship. Well, in that time, you guys do whatever you need to do to impress me to the point where I get to pick one of you to take on the champion himself. You can impress me via any way possible, but quite frankly, either one of you is worthwhile going against him and dethroning him once and for all.
Produce an action figure and give it to him.
It's
Okay.
at this point Lavanya sort of
You-
blushes and like,
Okay, because you're going to be doing this to try and kind of raise up your chances on his books, roll me an appeal check. So roll a d20 and add your appeal on top.
Oh. My appeal is 22.
Oh, yo.
Oh, yo.
So, you whip out your action figure, show it. He looks at you. He tries not to show how he is, but you being an icon and you being so iconic with your presence and your knowledge when it comes to action figure selling, you could tell. You could just tell something in his eye just glinted as he just looked at it and totally marks out on the inside, going, "Shit, action figure! Oh my god!" Like he's thinking longevity. He's like, money, money, money. The dollar signs start ringing, and he's like, "Now I don't take bribes, but I'll have a look at that action figure." Takes it and puts it on one of the tables next to him for later on. Needless to say, +1.
woo.
That's when he just looks and just goes. So yes, do what you gotta do in the week. Enjoy yourself here in London. Do whatever you want to do. Quite frankly, if you want to do anything in particular, just get a hold of me. Oh, speaking of which, these would be handy. He turns back onto his table, grabs a briefcase, whips over the briefcase, turns it round and opens it up towards you guys. There are 3 mobile phones in the case.
Woo!
Now the boss ordered me to give you these. These are newest models, and they're all for you. They've already got pre-programmed on there each other's numbers, and on top of that, you've already got my number and even my boss's number on there as well. But just between you and me, you might not want to call the boss unless you've got a really important question for him. He's busy a lot of the time.
And long distance calls are expensive.
And you're not wrong. But yes, that's pretty much all I've got for you. Have you got any more questions?
Not at the minute, I don't think.
Not that I can think of. I guess the next question is, where's the ring?
Well, since the ring's not going to be set up for a good week's time, I'm going to let you guys chill out in London and just have a great time. In fact, I know a great place for you guys to train leading up for this place. There's a nice little gym where I used to run back in the day. Heck, I said I used to run it. It's actually my former trainer's place. I bought it out from him when he passed away, and now that I'm doing more executive stuff for the company, now I've got someone new running it for me. That'll be the place where you guys can stay, train up, use it as a base of sorts, and then when it's time to get your match on, we'll get it sorted from there.
Alright then. I
Liam-
guess, yeah. Go ahead.
Liam will explore the tea culture, which Britain is really known for.
He grabs the leaflet from like one of the tables behind him, gives it to him, and just goes, "There's some great tea locations right there."
Also, one more question. Can we modify our phones in any way?
Well, I guess you can if you have the know-how. I mean, we have nothing against people hacking phones or anything along those lines, but hey, it's your phone, your problem.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so with all that done, he just gestures towards one of the guys back at the entrance of the hangar as you see another limo show up. And it is time for you guys to jump on your limo that already has your bags fully packed in there as you head to your new home whilst you're in the UK.
Yeah.
But you travel like past some monumental places in London. You actually drive past the London Bridge and the London Eye, including Big Ben himself, bless him. Seeing some of these sites, some of you for the first time, in case this is your first time in the UK. And you're on the west end of London, just where you have like all these theatres and a lot of hustle and bustle on the streets. And on the west end, you're staying at a somewhat not as obvious gym like the Surge was. It's actually quite a secluded little gym. Like the entrance looks a bit seedy, but once you're in there, it's actually really refined. And on the outside, all you see is just a little hanging sign. And over the hanging sign, just literally says, is just literally called The Ring. That's the name of the gym.
Huh. Simple. That's what it says on the building. Fair enough.
And as you head into the ring for the first time, the entrance itself is a very narrow stairway. Like it's a little bit groggy and messy when you go up it. But at the top of the stairway is a door that opens. And when you open this door, it's a luxurious gym from top to bottom. Like top of the end gear. There are some wrestlers here that are like up and coming dudes. But this is a gym where like, you have to pay out a ton to work out in this place, yet alone be a consistent member of this place.
Damn. And we get all of this for free.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad deal.
And then from here, like, one of the assistants that showed you inside takes your bags all up like another flight of stairs. They're not seedy anymore. It's actually quite luxurious from here on in, as he shows you to your rooms, separate rooms, but relatively close to one another, down a corridor, down where the stairwell is. And down this corridor, you're introduced to your rooms, all having king-size beds, perfectly like laid out, ready for your arrival. Some like little bed mints, because you got to have those bed mints. A lovely big cupboard to store your attire and clothing bits in, like odd little drawers and cupboards and bits to put your bits in, etc. And to make you feel as homely as possible. In your room specifically, Lavanya, there's also a lockable display case that you have where you can put your championship belt in full safekeeping.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna put that belt in there.
Sweet. And with this said, it's now free reign. Would you guys like to do anything?
Oof.
Liam is actually going to do some strength training.
Awesome. Now, how will you be performing this strength training?
Just lifting weights, and maybe if there is someone to spar with, I could take like little matches. Little matches for like just for practice.
Awesome. Now, how will you be performing this strength training?
Just lifting weights, and maybe if there is someone to spar with, I could take like little matches. Little matches for like just for practice. Just lifting weights, and maybe if there is someone to spar with, I could take like little matches.
Coolie beans. You get on that workout routine, you get into the mindset, you go for it. It's great. You're feeling the flow.
Yes.
But how well are you feeling the flow? Roll me a d20, and why don't you add your toughness modifier?
Okay. So 20 plus 18.
Okay, so it's not a bad workout. Like you're in the groove, you're in the motions, you're doing what you need to do, and you're feeling pumped. What's everyone else doing?
I'll let Christy go first.
Well, the first thing I thought Bumper would probably do would be to download Tinder. On the phone.
Oh god.
Would it be Grinder? I don't know.
Well, it depends
I mean-
which way. It depends which way Bumper swings.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Why not both?
Because that's a bit more universal, isn't it? Then
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, bearing in mind, Bumper did flirt with the guy that we kind of broke his jaw off, but we don't mention about that incident.
No, we don't talk
Yeah.
about that. No.
Tom's just getting flashbacks.
Scott bashbacks. So yeah, you're basically setting your dating profiles up already on the flirt, setting it up, getting ready to go. So that's how you build your presence in the world. Get the peeps on you, literally. Oh god. And the champ. How about yourself?
Two things. One, I want to put Lavanya's going to put her mother's sort of home number on her phone.
Very good.
Yeah. And second, I think she's going to do that workout mainly for the future fight, possibly against Mike Jaws, because
Mike Jaws.
she wants to pull a few teeth out here and there.
Damn.
And I suppose she would it'll be good for her to take in some of the British surroundings, that is London, sort of thing.
Oh yes.
See the sights and all that jazz.
Okay. Now, did you say you're doing a mini workout before you're going out and about?
Well, I mean, I guess I would like to sort of do some kind of workout, or at least like daily sort of workout things or whatever.
So, what were we thinking, training wise? Like working on anything in particular, cardio, or?
Oh God, I haven't even thought that far.
Or is it like a general all over? Let's do a little bit of everything. Sets?
Yeah. It's just
Right.
let's do a bit of everything.
Why not? Roll me a toughness check. So that's a d20 plus your toughness.
Coming right up. That's a 13.
Okay, your workout's okay. You're a little bit worn out. It's not. Didn't probably go as well as possible. Like you probably didn't rest in between sets as long as you should have done. So you're a little bit gassed, a little bit too sweaty. That's all right. You're feeling the burn.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing little bits of everything, so circuit training. Stupid circuit training. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. It's at this moment where you see an elven guy with like a pair of sweatpants and a couple of like wristbands coming up to you, with a towel around his neck. As he's walking up to you, he just goes, "Hey, you must be the new guys."
Yeah.
I guess we are, yeah.
Hey, it's nice to meet some new guys around here. I don't get to see a lot of new people since this gym's so secluded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks pretty luxurious. Looks like you'd have to pay a lot to be a member, let alone use anything in here.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I guess I'm kind of lucky because I inherited a bunch of money from my dad.
Alright.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm so sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Eric. Eric Dance.
Eric Dance. Huh. I guess it's nice to meet you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting flashbacks of like, hang on, was the Flare an elf as
The
well?
flare. If I remember correctly, I will just check my notes. Bear with me.
Because if he was an elf, then Lavagna's like, I can imagine her having like flashbacks.
Okay,
Yeah!
wait.
Wait.
Elven? Are you sure? Let's have a look. No, he was human.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright then. Good to know.
Yes, it's a this moment. Yes, babbly. It's at this moment in time. I would like you all to roll me a smarts check. See if any of you have ever heard of a name Eric Dance.
18.
Nice, not bad.
13.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a cool. I just need to like put just a slash R and then the song.
20.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so with the name Eric Dance, as far as you're concerned, Bumper, he doesn't have an action figure. You don't give a damn. If they don't have action figures, you have no reason to know. They're not up to your standard. Like, why would you even bat an eyelid at someone who doesn't even have their own action figure yet? I mean, come on. It's so under you. Especially when you're love it. So, as for the other two,
Yes.
Eric Dance isn't as well known. He's only specifically been known in the British circuit of wrestling, at least at the moment. He is currently known as a relatively up there contender for the Strong Style Championship, but he's not quite at the top of the contenders list. If you were to judge where he was in comparison to the champ, he's about halfway down a big list of contenders. So he's not by any means a pushover, but he's not the best.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's a safe bet to say he's around that area. No, it's at this moment where Eric looks over to looks over to Bumper, who's more interested in the Tinder apps than anything else. It's just like, it's nice to meet you too.
No. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad.
Do you respond to that, Christy, or do you just not give it? I just had Eric say hi to you.
Oh, hello. Sort of.
Acknowledgement. Yay!
Say hello. There you go.
Yay!
Sorry.
So with that, Eric looks towards you guys and just goes, "So, what brings you over to the UK? Haven't seen your faces before."
Well. Yeah, Foxy, did you? Oh, Liam, did you want to
were-
explain?
We are here doing some, well, if we wouldn't be doing some wrestling, would it be obvious that we wouldn't be here? But we are going to do some. We are going to do some wrestling thing here, and I hope to do some challenging contenders here.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Well, that's a great opportunity for you guys.
God, my brain's like, nah.
Like-
um,
Hey, so none of you have ever been to London before?
no, this is my first time.
Oh, wow. Well, if it's okay with you guys, I would be more than welcome to show you some places.
I wouldn't say no to that. I like to see. I like to know where things are and get used to the area.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Sure.
I've got to go and let Daisy out anyway, but I was just going to say, at this point, can Bumper just be like washing like animals do?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just,
Just casual,
God.
casual, nonchalant wash.
yeah, you know,
Very nice.
just pointed and I think because that's currently what Daisy's doing
Uh,
while scratching the door.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Alright, so I will be
everyone's
back.
keen, would you like to go out with Eric?
I would like to go out with Eric.
This just sounds like the lead up to like a really bad dating sim.
It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com waiting to happen. I mean, we have a sexually aroused rabbit, a championship snake, and a hacking fox.
A socially awkward champion snake.
Like this is basically a furry's best dream. Right now.
Yeah.
I'm so
Needless to
sorry.
say, is it times like this where like Eric says he'll meet you outside when like you're all done with your sets or you're done with your Tinder browsing, and get yourselves ready for a night on the town as night falls onto London, and Eric has some nice places he wished to show you.
Nice.
Specifically, he when you guys all gather together, he walks you over to a local pub, like a proper British pub that's not too far away from the gym, and it's just known as the Bluebell.
Huh. A bluebell.
Lovely. I hear some snickering. What's happening?
Why couldn't you choose any other color than blue?
I like blue.
Yeah, you
Plus-
like
Yeah,
blue.
Foxy.
Plus, fun fact: the Bluebell's my local
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
theming. So yes, he takes you to the Bluebell, and he just thought it would be the nice first thing you could ever do to a person who's brand new to the UK. Take them to an authentic pub, get them a pint, and introduce each other proper and discuss things. Why not?
And
Have a
get
jaunty
drunk. I mean, what?
Well, if you want to.
Well,
So he takes you into the Bluebell. It's a nice place. It's not seedy at all. It's quite nicely done up. Quite a nice little setup with the bar and everything. Eric asks you guys to like sit at this nice big round table and says he's going to get the first round in. What are you having?
yeah, everyone else ordered theirs first.
I think I will go with some Dorset tea with some nice Scottish whiskey.
Very nice. Memorises that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not much of a drinker, so what do you recommend in terms of uh non-alcoholic beverages?
Non-alcoholic. Well, they have a non-alcoholic version of this beer I like. Has all the same texture and flavors, but none of the alcohol.
All right. Like she looks a bit sort of like sort of thing, but like she'll give it a go. Like, all right, so long as it hasn't got a drop of alcohol in it, I'll give it a go.
Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure it's the non-alcoholic one. And then looks over the bumper and asks Bumper, "What are you drinking?"
I think
Or
Christy.
is Christy still out?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say it. Bumper's most likely gonna order like a porn star martini.
Or screaming orgasm.
Or that. It makes sense. It makes sense, guys. It's canon.
I'm just wondering what Christy will think of this.
Oh
Like-
wow.
He'll be like,
Well-
actually,
We're gonna go with the porn star martini because I think that suits a little bit more and is a little bit less horny.
yes.
To put it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he goes to a bar, he gets the drinks in. A couple of minutes later, he comes back and he's got all the drinks on hand. Passes the drink over to you, Foxy, and it's very nice, very clear, very very lovely drink in front of yourself. Lavanya, he has a bottle in his hand, puts it in front of you, and the name of the bottle is just called Croaks, and it's like a picture of a couple of frogs picking up flies on like the label of the bottle.
I'm back, by
So-
the way. I want to
Oh,
know what's
wow.
happening.
Lovely. And for you, Bumper, since you're perfectly back on time, Eric has decided to buy you a porn star martini.
Oh, wow. Fitting.
Exactly. And so you have your drinks. Eric sits with you. He's also got a bottle of Croaks, but he's got the alcoholic version. You can tell it's the alcoholic version because the non-alcoholic version has green frogs. The alcoholic version has red frogs.
Fair.
Huzzah! So he's chilling out. So he's chilling out with you guys, and he wants to get to know you guys a little bit better. Do you guys disclose a little more info about yourselves to him, or do you keep some info back?
Before we continue on this track, we Liam is actually going to say, "Oh, and one between the sheets for me." That's an actual drink.
I had no idea. So
Well, hey.
uh,
Wait, so say that again for me, Foxy.
It's there. Liam is ordering another drink. He's ordering between the sheets.
Oh, lovely. So this, like when he's starting the conversation, you're like, wait, something's missing. You know, you go to a bar yourself, and you want to order between the sheets,
Mm-hmm.
and they're ready for you. Yay, another person. Hello, Medicat. And when you go up to a bar and you order it, the bartender, he makes it for you, puts it in front of you, and as he puts it in front of you, just goes, "That'd be 2 WrestleBucks, mate."
Okay, it's fine.
Thank you. Gives you a drink, and you come back. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a party. So with that done, are you guys willing to disclose info, or do you want to press Eric a little bit before you let him in?
Liam is going to focus on his drinks.
So you mentioned something about inheriting money from your dad. Like, what does or what did he do?
Oh yeah, I should probably explain that. So my dad is Gary Dance, Gary the Punisher Dance, aka the current British Prime Minister.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So he must be a pretty tough guy.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he did get his position by literally beating everyone else out of his class. So because you guys are new here, I guess I should explain how the prime minister works in the country. Is that they normally stay in power for up to 4 years, but at any point, any other prime minister that thinks they are better than my dad are more than welcome to come and challenge him to then take over his role. Only problem: my dad's now been Prime Minister for the last 8 years and is undefeated.
Huh. And it's likely that if he does uh decide to give up his title, then you're more than likely that then you're more or less the likely candidate to take over.
Well, the thing about that, you see, my dad really wanted me to get into politics. I never really liked it. And I guess with that, my dad kind of disowns me in a way. Like he's more than welcome to fund whatever it is I want to go towards, and heck, I want to be the strong style champion someday, and it will really put a smile on his face. But until that happens, he's not been too proud of me. I weren't too great at school, and all I've wanted to do is just become a champion.
hmm. So we are having similar kind of dreams, I see.
Yeah, I guess so. There's a good point there. Wait a minute. You guys are after the Strong Style Championship as well?
No. Well, it depends how our matches go, but probably.
Well, I'm not really after the strong style championship belt. I'm just here just to have something to do.
Okay. Sounds good enough. I mean, the
Well,
Strong Style
yeah.
Champion's really dangerous. I'm guessing you guys have heard about him.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is why everyone is now worried about coming to pubs. That's why this pub in particular, even though it's quite full this evening, even then, I've seen it fuller. A lot of people don't tend to go to pubs anymore in case he shows up.
That's that oh, what was the guy's name again? I forgot. Began with a G.
Boris O'Loughlin.
Oh, Boris
Or
O'Loughlin.
Boris the Killer.
Boris the Killer. Oh yeah, Boris. That.
Yeah, I think the only problem is he doesn't have a lot of pubs left over. I think this pub in particular is one of the only pubs in London he hasn't been kicked out of yet.
You think he'd likely start anything if he does come into this pub?
It's hard to say. I've heard some very conflicting things from people. I mean, from the matches that I've done in the UK, some people have said that he'd never touch anyone, and yet other people have said that they're scared to even enter the ring with him. I've even heard stories of people who have been #1 contender for his championship and have decided to not challenge him.
I mean, we've heard that he's gotten too big for his boots. They say that even after he wins against his opponents, he just keep pummeling them to the point where they nearly died.
Oh God, you are summed up on things. You did hear about that. Yeah, it wasn't great. But dare say it was actually a friend of mine.
A friend?
I suppose keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
That is very true.
Very good saying indeed.
So I'm guessing you two were close at one point.
Me and my friend were, yes. I mean, we kind of looked up to Boris. He was just like us. Kind of disowned from our parents in one way or another. Wanted to make a true champion out of himself. Managed it, but I don't know what's happened. But ever since a few months back, he's been just different. And as I said, with my friend now gone, I don't want to say I'm doing this for revenge, but I just really want to show him what I've got.
Well, let me give you a bit of advice. If you have to be absolutely 100% sure that you can take this guy down. Otherwise, it's not worth putting your life on the line.
I can get behind that. I think that's why I'm still not that high on the rankings yet. I still need to prove myself, and heck, I need to get out of my father's shadow. I'm still stuck underneath that guise.
Well, I remember a wise guy once told someone he managed to beat pretty easily. Get yourself a better title, and you might see him again.
It's a good idea, thank you.
That comes from the current world champion.
Wait, you know the world champion?
Well, I remember a match between him and some guy named Mike Jaws. And
did you just say Mike Jaws?
Yeah, that shotgun guy who thought that he was all that, wanted to invite us over to his place at some point, but
Wait a minute.
until the...
So you're saying Mike Jaws challenged you to a match in the Bermuda Triangle?
Oh, you could say that, yeah.
It's at this moment in time, like, Eric, like, downs his drink and walks over to the bar and slams his bottle down and just goes, I need another drink. And he goes over to the bar and buys another one. Comes on back, sits back down like as rapidly as he can after buying it, and just goes, you realise what they say about the Bermuda Triangle, right?
I'm guessing not many good things.
Every single person that has gone to the Bermuda Triangle to challenge Mike Jaws for his hardcore championship that has not been a Shark-On has never came back out.
Alive or...
At all. You know what they say when they said that back in the day, airplanes, ships, anyone or anything that went over the Bermuda Triangle were never heard from again?
Yeah.
Well, even though now in the modern day, a lot of people understand how the Bermuda Triangle works with it being a Shark-On territory, if you go there and you're challenged by the champ, and if you lose, you're just never heard from again. No one knows what happens to anyone there. A lot of people speculate that the Shark-Ons cannibalize on you.
Baby shark, do.
God damn it! Ladies and gentlemen, I went 2 seasons without having that song play. Oh, but it's fine. We're here. We're gonna have to take it.
Well, put it this way, I faced scarier shit than someone like Mike Jaws.
Well, I mean, taking on Mike Jaws is huge. But
At this point, Liam interjects like, "Do you say that Mike Jaws actually looked at me and said that I would need a better title to get to challenge him?"
wow. I mean, wow. You guys were in the ring with Mike Jaws.
Well, he was in the ring with us, but yeah, you could say that.
My God. You guys must be more amazing than I've even thought of. No wonder you're in a gym like the ring.
Well, he did come in after I took the Atlanta State Champion belt off that Flair guy or whoever he was.
You beat the Flair?
I mean, yeah.
Eric downs another drink, grabs another from the bar, and dashes back over.
I can't believe this.
He's like, "Wait, you're the Atlanta State Champion?"
Yep, that's me.
Oh my God, I'm drinking with a champ. He's just fanboying at this point, amazed that he's sitting on a table with people way past this league. And you can probably already tell. I mean, we're gonna roll for this. I mean,
yes.
He's the drink's getting to him a little bit.
Well there, buddy. If you drink any more, you're probably gonna drown.
Hey! It's fine. It's Croaks. It doesn't. That's out a burp. But he tries to convince me he's going to be okay, and he's just mad. He's going crazy. The table's just become more lively than he ever imagined. At this moment in time,
oh no!
A large bang is heard near the doors as the door swings wide open. And as it swings wide open, all you hear is, "Hey, barkeep! Get the most expensive, most high in alcohol thing you've got. This guy's on town." And would you guys like to turn around and see who it is?
Heck yeah, I would.
You all, like, one by one, systematically look towards the door. I mean, it's such a big bang. Who isn't looking at the door? You look at the guy who's shouting that. He has a coat over most of his face at the moment, but as he takes like the hood of the coat away from his face, it's Mike Jaws. And at this moment in time, Eric's a little bit intoxicated, is looking. He's like grabbing Lavania's shoulder, going, Mike Jaws. It's Mike Jaws. It's Mike Jaws.
Yeah, that's Mike Jaws in the bar.
And and Mike Jaws is just pushing people away from him just so he can get to the bar. And he sits at like one of the stalls of the bar with 2 other Sharkons with him. One of them a hammerhead Sharkon, and one of them a bull Sharkon.
I'm not like wanting to approach them or anything. I'm just gonna keep an eye on them in case they start something.
With that said, Lavania,
Hi.
roll me a cunning check.
God. Okay, what's my cunning? Cunning. What's my cunning? Oh, okay. It's this. It's this. Okay. So that's gonna be that plus that. That's a 14.
Okay. You try to keep your eyes on him without being too suspicious, so that you don't raise any suspicion at all. It works quite well. If I just roll to see how that goes. And it actually goes quite well. Some of the other Sharkons are just looking around, eyeing the bar while Mike is waiting for his drink, but they don't tend to clock on to anyone in particular. They're just there for a hearty drink, just like Mike Jaws is. So it's all good.
Okay.
But like at this moment in time, Eric is still a little bit ecstatic, and he's like, should I approach him?"
I mean, probably best not to, in case. Probably best not to, unless you. Probably best not to, in case anything you do say upsets the guy. He seems to be the sensitive type.
I mean, what can I say to upset the guy? He's the world hardcore champion. He's the guy that challenged you guys. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna roll this.
Oh no!
At that moment in time, the hammerhead shark turns his head around after hearing the words hardcore champion and clocks onto who said it, locking eyes onto Eric as he's looking onto the back of Eric's head, as Eric is just expressing how big this deal is, like with hand gestures, etc. Lavanya, because you're keeping your eyes locked on him, you notice that the hammerhead is budging Mike Jaws, letting him know about a kid that's talking about him. As you see Mike turn around, get up off of the stool, and start walking towards the table.
Oh
Well,
no!
this was unexpected.
I
So,
mean,
how do you
inside,
guys react?
Okay, me as a player, I'm panicking. But Lavanya's just gonna be all casual and whilst trying to babysit the kid, like sort of making sure that he doesn't get too excited and do anything stupid or anything. Just sort of try and be casual, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a wits check. See if you can't use your wits to calm him down.
Okay, it's pretty decent, so at least I have some chance. That's an 18.
Okay, that's pretty good. Like you're trying to basically hint to him Ixnay on the champ A. bits like that. As Eric's just like, okay, I don't really know what you're on about, but as far as I'm concerned, it's really awesome to see him here. And he wings his hand back, and as he does, his hand collides onto the chest of Mike Jaws. As he freezes in like classic anime style, like slowly turns around and looks up as just the glare of this shark is bearing directly down at him. And you just hear Mike Jaws just going, "So, you talking about me, boy?" And Eric just like shakingly gets up off of his seat. Off of it. No, sorry, not sheet. Seat. Off of his sheet, apparently. His seat. Gets up off of his seat. Like stands up next to Mike Jaws and is just like, Mr. Jaws, I mean, I'm so sorry, I didn't even notice you were over here, and then just gets grabbed by the collar and raised up to Mike's level as he's just glaring at him at this point.
Right, as soon as he does that, I sort of grab Mike Jaws' wrist and go, "Hey, easy there, he's just expressing... Hey, easy there, he's just fanboying over you."
it's at this moment in time he immediately he doesn't even lock eyes onto you yet. Raises his head as if he remembers that voice. Let's go of Eric as he somewhat collapses onto the table. Just slowly looks over towards you and immediately knows who you are. Just goes, you're that snake bitch from Atlanta. What the hell are you doing here?
Well, just out here enjoying a drink with my companions and just settling into Britain. Why are you here of all places? I thought you were supposed to be training back at the Bermuda Triangle.
Hey, let's put it this way. I go wherever the hell I want to go. Before I'm going back home, I'm doing training how I do it. Beating the living crap out of everyone around the world before I get back there. And it's at that moment in time when he notices Liam on the table. It's just like, you brought the fox guy with you?
He kind of brought himself along.
Oh, great. Just what I have to look forward to. A pain in the ass and a furry fuck. And at this moment in time, he looks at anyone else on the table, looks towards Bumper, and because Bumper's never actually crossed paths with Mike Jaws yet, looks over to Bumper, and is just like, and speaking of furry fuck...
I'm just in my phone currently, on Tinder, just legs crossed. I haven't even noticed what's going on.
Oh my god. He's just he's looking towards you, gritting his teeth at this point. He's like, hey, I'm talking to you, bitch, little rabbit girl. Or are you even a boy? What the hell are you? Last time I checked, rabbits are supposed to be one way or the other, not down the middle.
I'm a drag queen, darling. Often. I have these my action figures, you'd know. Go back to swiping.
It's at this moment in time where Mike's just kind of frozen in place. Oh, bless me. I'm sneezy tonight.
He sneezes.
He sneezes. So yeah, Mike Jaws just slightly. God, he just freezes for a moment, and then after a little moment, you just hear him go. Oh my god, this is hilarious! Hey boys, get over here! We got the first drag bunny in all of wrestling! And that's when his Hammerhead and Bullshark friends come on over to assess the situation along with him. And as he's pointing you out, Bumper, he's going, look at him! Do I even call him? I don't even know what to do it! Look at this freak! And just keeps laughing his head off with his two Sharkon friends.
Darling, am I in girls' clothing at the minute? Then you're calling me the right name.
I'll call you any name under the sun, just not the name you were birthed with. I mean, do you even use that anymore? You freak!
Darling, save it for the bedroom. I haven't even swiped right on you yet. Okay. It's of its time, Mike's still laughing his head off, and he just goes, okay, you know what? I respect that. Boys, and the bull shark friend of his takes a white swipe with his fist at you. Me?
Yes, he does. And that is...
Right, what do I need to roll?
Well, he's rolling against your AC, being your attire class, which shouldn't have changed, I believe, because I believe you started, if I remember...
Yeah. Did you start with spring hide or reinforced tights?
Spring hide.
Oh yeah, so that's 11 plus your... Well, that's 11 plus your cunning, so you're on 19 AC.
Yeah.
Which is pretty freaking great. Sadly, he did clock in at 21 versus your AC.
Oh.
Ouch.
And so with that, you just see this big shark fist, this is from the bull shark, clocking you across the face. And as it clocks you, it deals 8 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
Oh, no. Ah, what do I do?
It's at that moment in time where Mike just looks at the blow and just goes, "Hey boys, at least we know the bunny can get bruised."
Ah, do I?
I'm not bunny pie yet.
Do you want to react to that in any way, Bumper? Or...
I said I'm not bunny pie yet.
Oh, yo.
Uh,
Do you want to retaliate in any way, or?
See, I need to bring up the move sort of list anyway, but I am proficient in leg
remember-
blocks, aren't I?
Well, remember, proficiencies are now gone, so you can just use any moves under the sun.
Can I? Extravagant move, but can I? I'm gonna get up and sort of laugh, turn around my back to him, and start like really like kicking like my back legs
Oh.
and get up a bit of speed from him, and then backflip and push off into his face.
Oh, nice. So like a backflip kick.
Yeah, but you know, so backflip, and then I'd land sort of both feet
Ah,
on
right.
his
So like
face
a...
and push away from him.
Oh, cool. So it's more like a backflip into a drop kick.
Yeah.
Nice. You know what? I think I actually have drop kick on here. Let me have a... I want to say I do. If I don't, I'll be very upset and I'll need to add that
Or
one.
into his crotch would be quite funny.
Well, hey. Well, you know what? If that's the case, because you're making this an extravagant kick, why don't you? You can roll me a d20 for your attack. Add your appeal onto the attack. And are you attacking Mike or the bull shark guy or any of the others?
Bull shark, the one
Bull
that
shark
hit
guy.
me.
Cool.
Oh damn, it's not gonna go very well. It's 11.
Okay, so you do your extravagant back flip, go to do the drop kick, and instead of hitting the bull shark guy, you're a little bit off, and you hit one of the other attendees of the bar. As he gets kicked, he gets flown towards the bar and collides with another guy, accidentally smashing his drink over him. As you see the guy at the bar just goes like, "Oh, what's that all about?" and pushes him off. And they start pushing each other, pushing into other people, as all of a sudden, the bar erupts into a bar fight. Guys, it's bar fight time, but that's on the next episode of Ring Warriors.
God damn it!
Ah. Where hopefully we won't have audio difficulties at the start of the goddamn episode.
Oh, Clark.
Yay.
Yo. But yo, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what happens where Mike Jaws and the Sharks versus you guys versus the entire bar.
Oh god.
Can I just say, has anybody seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes.
Yeah. There's obviously the bar fight scene in there.
Oh, of course. Oh, fantastic. I like that shout.
They're just like not joining in. They just fight. They just pretend to fight with one another.
Nice, I love it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to miss out on the first, possibly not the last bar fight in Ring Warriors history, featuring the current hardcore champion versus our ragtag group of wrestlers, including Drunk Eric.
Oh god.
Oh, damn.
If you don't want to miss out on that fun, be sure to do the classic stuff, the follows, the subscribes, the all that jazz, wherever you're watching, be that on Twitch, YouTube and Mixer, for all your viewing enjoyments. We'll be streaming Ring Warriors every Friday unless anything else goes otherwise, and if it does, we'll be all over on social media. We normally start the stream at about 7:30, where during the initial startup, I will gladly take any questions and chat to you guys on stream as we are waiting to begin. And then we start from 8 o'clock and go on from there. So if you don't want to miss out on that, be sure to click those buttons. Join me here, there and everywhere. The social links are down in the description below. And next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having a glorious bar time brawl. It's going to be great. Before that happens, though, it's going to be goodbye from the wrestlers.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from your humble GM and creator of Ring Warriors, Don the Expert Calls. Until next time, guys, stay explosive, and we'll be seeing you on the next installment of Ring Warriors. Catch you later.